So hey, I'm Tanmay. I'll be with me. I have Julius, who I hope has started recording. Julius, can you just give us a go ahead if you have started recording? Okay, Julius has started recording. So yes, let's begin. Then Alia, and we also have Frederick, who will be talking about photography tips. And yes, we also have Smiling Joe from our team who regularly helps us. So, a little bit of background about what we do. We have started this Wikipedia group. The formal term for our group is the Wikipedians of Goa user group. So, what we do is we try and spend at least 1 hour a week on Wikipedia and Wikimedia and try to contribute Goa related content on these platforms. The language that we use is not restricted to English. So we have a lot of contributors in Konkani language also. So yes, the idea is to generate content on Goa on Wikipedia, no matter which language it is, and all of the other things like. So we also have a dictionary project. So one of our members was kind enough to donate a dictionary that he wrote, a Konkani English dictionary that he wrote to the with the correct licensing. So I'll talk more about the licensing part. And because of that, now what we are doing is we are creating a dictionary of Konkani English that anyone can use on the internet, because currently Google and all the main dictionaries that are out there, they are not very accessible on the internet. There are specific apps or something like that, but on the open internet, there's not much of Konkani language uh, accessibility or even coverage of Konkani language. So that's the kind of activities we do. All right, then I think I can begin now. I'll switch off my camera so that you can concentrate on the presentation. Right then. So today's topic is all about Wikimedia Commons. So if you can you see the URL over here? It is. I'll just copy paste it in the group chat anyway, so that you. Even though I'll be explaining everything that is going to be covered, or rather what they expect from you, just in case you want it as quick reference, you can always refer to these links. And of course, I will not be covering everything in detail today because the whole topic itself is very, very vast. But what I'm trying to do is give you all at least a brief idea of what you need to get started with. So, what is Wikimedia Commons? It's basically just a collection of tens of thousands of files, sorry, tens of millions of files. And all of these are posted by volunteers, and it hosts images, videos, audio files, and all of these are used by mainly on Wikipedia. So on Wikipedia, if you see any image of any place, for example, for the Vasco da Gama page, I have added a couple of images of how the market looks, how the I found a photo of the old market also, like back in the 1960s. All of those photos were contributed by me. So yeah, they add a little bit of flair to the page and make the page look a little more beautiful and a little more personal. One thing that we stress on is all the works on Commons are under a free license. This means that anyone can use them for free just by following the license rules. The license rule is basically just give credit to the author and preserve the license when you are reusing the work. So what this means is you can you reuse this work for whatever you want. So that means you're making that your particular file. While today we will talk more about images, as I said, the other kinds of file that you can add are videos and audio files also. So your files, when you post to Commons, please note that you are making it free for all people to use. And that's how Wikipedia and Wikimedia, that's the core principle that they are based on. since they are themselves a non-profit, they also request us to be mere volunteers. So instead of monetizing our work, they request us to post our work for free, and so that in the general interest of building a community. Yeah, so that's kind of what they're explaining over here. So why contribute to Wikimedia Commons? So your contributions can be part of what they call as the sum of all knowledge. Uh, yeah, and your work may be viewed by thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people around the world. So that's why, and Wikipedia, if you don't know this already, is one of the top 10 visited sites in the whole world. So when you post something on Wikipedia or Wikimedia, your content is visible to tens of thousands of people. Sorry, uh, tens of millions of people around the world on a daily basis. That too. So yeah, you can take pride in that. That's what we all do, and that's how the whole uh, thing works. Any doubt so far? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? So we are going good on time. Uh, so yeah, that is why I'm just pausing for a minute here to ask. Okay. Okay then. So in that case, I'll begin the tutorial. So the tutorial just talks a little bit about what kind of work you can share and what you should keep in mind while sharing. So the first thing that they say is when you share your work on Wikimedia Commons with a free license, you grant anyone permission to use, copy, modify and even sell it, as long as they follow the rules of the license. So what I'm trying to stress on is they may be able to use your work for monetary purposes, but they have certain restrictions when they do so. So yes, that if that's how the whole licensing system works, and that's what the whole CC by 4 dot CC by SA 4.0 license is, Creative Commons license, is all about. When they keep talking about licensing, this is what you need to remember, that you are granting everyone a free license and you're granting them permission to use, copy, modify, or sell your work. As I said, there are restrictions to that, but yes. So what kind of stuff is not allowed on Commons? So you can't upload someone else's work is the main rule that we all follow. So this includes materials such as logos, CD, DVD covers, promotional photos, screenshots, etc., etc. So you need to make sure of two things when you're uploading something to Commons. Okay. The first thing is that you know the source of that photo, like who is the exact creator. And the second thing that you need to know is what kind of license that creator has shared it with. Now, most people on the internet, they do not share their work with a Creative Commons license, in the sense that they don't share it with this kind of a permission. So you can't just pick up any photo on the internet and reuse that and upload it to Wikimedia Commons. So the best thing, oh yeah, one more point also is photos of you taken, not taken by you. So if it is not a selfie, so for example, if you ask your friend to take a photo of you, your friend becomes the holder of the copyright of that photo. It's not you. Even though you are the subject of that photo, you do not become the copyright holder of that photo. So yes, if you want to upload a photo of yourself, you're very welcome to do so, but with the restriction that you should have clicked it yourself. Or otherwise, the other way to circumvent this is to get the person who clicked the photo to upload the photo himself. With me so far? Okay then. So in general, what we do is we upload works that we have created entirely by ourselves. So this includes photos and videos of natural landscapes, animals, plants, monuments, and that is basically what we in our Goa group do. We go around and click photos of everything that is around us. So whether it is in our village or hometown or even in the cities. So something that we find that okay, this may be significant. I want to share this with other people. We take a photo of it and we upload it to Wikimedia Commons. And yes, these are the laws. And also, they are saying please take care of consent. So, some things you cannot take photos of. For example, I don't know how many of you have had the opportunity to be in the governor's palace. So, since it's a protected area and all of that, they do not allow photography over there. So yes, when you're taking photos in the out in the open, please take care of to respect the local laws and please, when they say no photography is permitted, please follow that. Uh, right. So that's mainly how it is. So in summary, what I'm trying to say is upload only photos that you have taken yourself. Yes. Taking a photo. Okay. Some exceptions are there for when you can upload someone else's work. So you can upload someone else's work if the author has granted the necessary permission. But again, when you are doing that, you have to be sure to provide a link to the source where the license is stated. So that's a little bit problematic. So yes, in summary, that's how it is. You can upload someone else's work if this is in the public domain. What public domain means is if the copyright has either expired or if someone has released it in the public domain. So as per Indian laws, everything below, sorry, not below, before, everything before 1960. So currently we are in the year 2020. So 60 years prior to that is the Copyright Act of, is what the Copyright Act of India defines as within copyright. So anything after 1960, so even 1961 still has a copyright. But if you find a photo of anything before 1960, for example, I found one photo which is of Vasco of 1958. I could easily upload that to Wikimedia Commons because the copyright has expired for that. So because it was already in the public domain. So yes, old buildings, statues, and art. So even though you may not have done that painting yourself, if it is a very old painting, you can safely upload a photo of the painting. All right then. And yeah, that's uh, that's the brief summary. I'll stop sharing now, and Alia will be sharing her screen, and she'll demo now how to exactly go about uploading a photo. So yes, while Alia sets up, you can ask me if you have any questions or doubts. Okay, nobody seems to have any questions so far. So I've shared the link in the group chat already. So that was the first step. So Alia, what you can do right now is, so this is, if you notice the URL on top, it's commons.wikimedia.org. Yes, commons.wikimedia.org is the URL that you need to go to for, that is the Wikimedia Commons homepage. So yeah, on the homepage you have picture of the day, then they have a monthly photo challenge. So they try and encourage a specific topic every month. So that's the monthly photo challenge. And yeah, these are all the different wiki. At the bottom, you have all the different Wikipedia projects. Okay, so the way to begin is you click on the upload button over there, which is on the right side, and it asks you, okay, please log in. So, Alia, please log in. So if you already have an account on Wikipedia, you can use that. It's the same account everywhere. Otherwise, if you don't have an account, you can go click, oh, you can sign up down there, join Wikimedia Commons. And Alia, just one sec, scroll up a little bit. So uh, when you join Wikimedia Commons, right there on top is your username. So Alia's username is your Tara, and right next to that is a bell icon with a notification. Can you just open that notification in a no down there the second one, Alia? Yeah, yeah, that one. So it leaves a message on your talk page. Yeah, that one, Alia. The one which is open, 22nd November 2018. So you have previously logged in, Alia, but yeah, click on that, Alia. Okay. So yes, they give you a welcome message on your profile. So they have a first steps tour, which I just walked you through. So that is what I walked you through. They also have a section for frequently asked questions, then a short explanation on their basic licensing policy and all of that. So if you feel like you need more help, you can always follow these links. You can click on the logo, the Wikimedia Commons logo, to go back to the home page. So that is the main page, home page, what they call of the website. So yes, now will be the actual uploading process. So Alia, click on upload. So again, they are giving you a short guide on what you can upload to Wikimedia Commons. I think we have gone through this already, but let's just quickly go through it once again. So okay, you can upload what you can upload. They're saying create photos or works that you have created entirely yourself. Remember that you are sharing it with a permission that allows everyone to use, copy, modify, or even sell it. Then they've given what you cannot upload down there. And two main exceptions is if it is a very old work or something, wherein the author themselves was granted permission for it to go with the correct license, or rather released it into the public domain with the license. In conclusion, conclusion, you can upload your own original works, and we can't accept works from others without their explicit permission. And thank you for your help. This is important. So, okay, you can click on next. So, one important thing is that you want to share should already be on your computer. So, or it should have already been uploaded on Flickr with the correct license. So if you have just clicked your photo, then you can click on select media files to share. You can click on one of those images, Alia. It's fine. Yeah. We won't finish the uploading process.
Sorry. People are just keeping on entering. So okay, I'll click on an image.
Yeah, you can just pick this up.
Okay, they're not accepting it.
Okay, a JPEG or a PNG is I think what they want.
I can delete it later, right?
Yes, yes. Don't finish the uploading process since it's just a
Okay.
yeah. So there it's processing and click on continue. So okay, now this is the part where they want you to expressly state that okay, I'm releasing it in the public domain. So if you click on the this file is my own work, again it asks you click on that Alia. Yeah, Tara. So your Tara is Alia's username. I, the copyright holder of this work, irrevocably grant anyone the right to use this work under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4.0 license. What is the CC Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4.0 license? That's what I've explained to you already. It's the license to anyone to use, modify, share, or even sell your work with within restrictions. All
I'll
right.
go next.
Yeah. Sorry. Or click on this file is not my own work. So in case someone else has created the work for you, so if you find an image on the internet that you're sure someone that they have released it with the license, you can add the source, you can add the name of the author, and then you can choose which license they have published it with. Or also there are different other options. So there is a Flickr license, there is a USA license, and all that. So if you click on I found it on the internet, I'm not sure. I think they give you an alert over there. But yes, you can say that I believe this work is freely licensed. So okay, your let's go with the first option, Alia, that this is my own work. And yeah, so again, I release this with the correct license to for anyone to use it. Okay then. So click on next.
I can delete it, right?
Yes, 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 just yeah. So this is the main place where you add all the descriptions of the image. So there is an image title at the top. So as they are saying, create a unique descriptive title in plain language with spaces. Omit the file extension if any. So yeah, just say something like test image for upload. A caption and description is almost the same thing. It's like uh, a short summary of what the picture holds. Description also is the same thing. And yes, if you are fluent in some other language and or rather typing fluently in another language, you can do so. So Goan Kokani is GOM dash Kokani. I think so GOM. Yeah, see, you can, if you are fluent in Goan Kokani, you can type in that also. Uh,
In
the
Devanagari?
script is not important, even Roman is fine. And next is date, it was Kokani, Alia, Kokani.
Huh.
Okay, fine, fine. This is a message in Kokani, fine. Uh, Date the work was created or published. So it's always nice to know, for example, if you're clicking a photo of a structure, it's always nice to know when that photo was taken so that maybe 5, 10 years down the line, if someone uploads a new photo, someone else can compare it. Okay, this is how the new photo looks, this is how the old photo looks. And categories, I would suggest always add Goa. And maybe, so for example, if you're clicking a photo in Panjim, you can use Panjim. Yeah, so Goa. And if you're clicking a photo of Panjim, yeah, Panjim. So yeah, and just click on location and more information because I'll just make a little bit of headway for Julius for that. So over here you can add the latitude, longitude, and the heading. That is, these are the geographical coordinates of that location where the image was taken. So this is especially useful for classifying a place. And another reason this helps is because it automatically links to a particular place. But you can always worry about these things later, and Julius will show you how it's much easier to do on the mobile app. And right, Alia, don't click on publish files, but down there, but just show them where the button is. So yes, by clicking publish files, you agree to the terms of use.
I have a doubt. Is geographical location we have to know the latitude and longitude, or will Wikipedia tell us give us possibilities?
It will not. It will not in unless the so some images, right? So for example, some cameras, some images, they always have a GPS sensor on, and they have that data already added in the to the image. So if it's not already coming, then you have to add it yourself.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you in while clicking a photo on your phone camera, right? For example, on your mobile camera, you can leave your GPS on, and then automatically adds that GPS data to your the camera app of your phone automatically does that.
Okay.
As Joseph said in the group chat, that in his case the location is on and it adds automatically.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
that's
it.
the demo in summary.
I'll stop sharing, right?
Yeah. Does anyone have any doubts? Okay, then Julius, you can start setting up till then.
Yeah, I think I'll start then.
Okay,
Right.
let's
Thanks,
just wait
Rajesh.
for a minute. You can start sharing, but let's just wait for a minute if anyone is has any doubts. So if you have any doubt, feel free to
Yeah.
unmute yourself and ask. Okay, then
Do we have any doubts?
Julius, I'll hand over to you for now.
Okay, thanks. Right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Julius. I'm a relatively new member to the Wikipedia Go and User group, but I have been contributing to Wikipedia for quite a long time. So like you've already seen so far, Wikipedia Commons is where we upload most of our photographs and any other any other data that we need. So the website on the desktop is quite useful and it's very thorough. There are a lot of options, but the mobile app is not as much, but it's much more user friendly. So you download the app on the Play Store. It's available right there, and once you log in, you'll see your dashboard where you can see all
We'll
your
just show them the
contributions.
app in the Play Store and on the home screen
Okay,
also.
yeah, sure. So this is what it looks like on the Play. Let me look it up on the Play Store and show you. My my keyboard's not coming up for some reason. Okay, you know what? When it comes, you basically type in commons into the Play Store and it pops up there. Not really sure why it's not coming up right now. I think the screen capture on the phone
Yeah, screen capture
takes away
must
the
be
keyboard.
yeah, must be stopping now. Okay, anyway, yeah, continue.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So just like on the desktop app, you need to have a Wiki account. So right here, Jade Mavics my account. But you can also in settings whenever I stuff there. But let's get back to the basics. So to upload stuff from the app. You
Julius,
tap the
your
plus
voice is
button here,
breaking.
and you get two options. Is
Julius,
it okay?
your
Hang
voice
on, let me
is...
just.
Just speak a little bit slower,
Hello?
maybe. Yeah, this is a little better.
Is it better? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah. So where did I break off? Should I say start anything again?
You were talking
Julius,
about your username.
you need to go a bit slower for those of us who are new to this.
Yeah, and that also.
All right.
And you were talking about
Okay.
your username, something you were saying, but you rushed over it.
Okay, I'll get back to that later. I'll just start at the simplest stuff first. So the uploading part. So on the desktop app, you got to click through the upload process, and you go through everything, right? Over here, there's a plus button at the bottom right corner. And when you tap that, you get two options. The one on top opens your actual phone camera, and you can use that, and it'll click a photograph, and everything will upload nice and easy. But it's not a very good camera. I don't recommend using it. Can I close this now? Yeah, the one on the bottom is the one you want. So this opens up all your recent photographs, and it's like a normal file chooser on your phone. And from here you can choose to upload other stuff. So for example, this is something I clicked today. So this is a ginger growing in a pot. So maybe someone could use it in a kitchen gardening article somewhere. So you give in the title and you give in the description and you hit next. Oh, this is quite bad. Can't demo this part right now. But anyway, after you click these, after you fill in these titles, the next screen that you will get allows you to, choose a license for the same thing. And then finally submit. There's just 3 steps involved in these. You basically type in the name and your description. You can also add in other descriptions in other languages if you know them. When you click next, you then get to select what license you want it under. And there are 5 licenses that they allow on Wikimedia Commons here. And after that, you confirm. So after those 3 steps are done, everything gets uploaded. So this is the basic way you would upload most things on Common. But there's also another rather interesting way that makes things easy. If you have your location turned on your phone, Wikimedia will scan, the Commons app will scan that, and it'll show you other sites in and around your location which need photographs. So
you click on the nearby option.
Yeah. So when you click on the nearby, it'll show you all the places close by that need photographs. You can filter them out also. So like for example, Fatorda here needs a photograph. And when you click on one of those locations, for example, Fatorda here, then there is the Government College of Commerce also close by. So when you click on one of those options, you'll get this plus symbol. And when you click plus, well, then you can select the photograph automatically, but it'll also geotag it, and it'll also give it an automatic description as and when necessary. Like whoever wanted this photograph or requested it had something in mind of why they wanted it. So it'll fill in that data for you as well. Okay, so here I can show you, because this is already filled in. When you click next, I'm just going to ignore this for now. But when you click next, you get to select the tags that you wanted. And then you get to select the license that you want. So each of these licenses, though, this is what Tanmay was talking about. When you upload something to the open community, you get to select what licenses you have. And each of these licenses have small quirks. For example, CC0 is the most straightforward one. You're letting anyone do whatever they want. When you click on this small link here, by the way, it opens up a nice browser window that gives you very layman terms. No legal jargon or anything, just layman terms of what people can and cannot do. So CC0 is the most straightforward license. There is also the other one. The other one
is the latest one for which allows everyone to reuse it most widely, though.
So these are the ones that are mentioned in the app, and
yes,
when you click on these, you get a nice description of what people can and can't do with your license.
4 is the one which we recommend rather. So even there.
So that is this is the one, right? Attribution 4.0.
Yeah. No, the lowest.
Share alike.
Yeah, attribution share alike. Yeah.
Okay. So the difference between the two, the share alike is when people remix, so they do something on your work. The share alike license means they have to license that work which they derived also on the same license. So that's the only difference between the two. You can read more about what these are, so you're safe with you're at peace with yourself if you're uploading it and giving people the permission you want them to give. But when you hit submit later on, then it'll upload and you'll get everything added to your Wikimedia thing. And then
Could
later
you
you
just
can
show them steps 1, 2, 3 a little bit slower again?
Okay. So when you open the app, you can upload things normally how you do, right? You just you click the plus button and you click the upload button, you select the image and it'll nicely upload everything. If you have location turned on your phone, what you can do is also go to the nearby tab here. And once it identifies it, it'll also show you the closest location which needs a photograph. But on the nearby tab, what you'll see are pin marks of all the locations nearby where someone has requested for a photo to be taken. And if you click on one of them, you'll also get the plus mark. And then you can select your photo as you normally do. And here it'll sometimes fill things, information based on what people wanted. So someone wanted a cricket field at that title. Now, once you fill in the title and the description, you can click next, or you can also add in more descriptions in other languages. Right? And once you've added those
GOM is Goan Konkani.
Yeah, I think that's there somewhere here. Hang on, let me just check that out. GOM should be there. It's like the whole list is EFG, GG. Okay, GOM is not here. If it,
you didn't scroll down a little more. You are at German.
Oh.
No, you went too fast. Between German and Greek.
EFG, right?
EFG, yeah. It should be there, yeah.
No, it's not there.
Okay.
I'll submit a PR into the. It's an open source app, so if you know to code.
Yeah, maybe the app is.
I'll submit a PR.
Yeah, search Konkani also actually. Yeah. Search Konkani.
Is that? Do they have a search field? They don't.
Yeah, just try K.
No, there's no search field on this.
No, scroll down and try K for Konkani. Maybe the app does not support it. That is also there.
Maybe.
K for Konkani.
Yes, sir, I know.
Why are you going down to Z then?
I scrolled too fast. Konkani. Oh, here we go.
Okay. Okay, so this is not a Goan Konkani, but it's still Konkani. So yeah, that works actually.
Yeah. So once you fill in the title and the description, these are the only two fields you get. So there's no caption or anything here. But once you upload, you can go to the desktop site and then edit stuff over there. But once you fill in these two fields, you can hit next. And that warning was just because I was tagging a location and this photograph is not the same location. Then you can search for the categories. Again, I'm just going to select random ones here. But, as Tanmay suggested, if you're clicking a place, you almost always want to tag it as Goa and then other things related to that picture. And then the license. So to recap, the title, relevant tags to the photograph, and then the license you want it under. And this small link here will give you more information about the license. And once you're happy with everything, you hit submit. So I'm not going to actually submit this photograph. It's just a test. Now, other things that are there here, you also, if you ever forget, there's also a tutorial here on how to continue doing things. There are the simple do's and don'ts about what you can and can't upload. And then, a description of what we actually expect on a serious upload. So that's about it. Yes, coming back to the username thing. So, like any other, upload platform, you need an account associated if you want to upload stuff. So here I've logged in. That's my username. Now, if you want your photographs to be tagged under your real name or some other pseudonym, you can set that here. So I don't want Jade Maverick to come up whenever I click a serious photograph. I want my actual name. So in settings, I've set my self to use my own name and under custom author name. So that's my real name. So all my photographs get tagged under my real name here. That's just for the share alike licenses where I want myself attributed. But that's the basic process. Any questions? Does
Question?
Wikimedia have?
Sorry.
Yes, no, as far as I know, Tanmay, do they have any technical requirements? I believe the file format is there. But
Right,
other than
okay.
that,
I can show you that quickly, yeah. Before Rico takes over, I'll just show you that quickly. Yeah, it's a very good question, actually.
yeah,
Sorry,
I'll,
I only saw unknown's question. Wait. Aaron is asking, does Wikimedia have specific technical requirements for photos? No, none. None at all, Aaron. Don't worry about that. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's why we are encouraging anyone and everyone to take. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I was on mute. Yeah, so Aaron, there are no specific technical requirements. Anyone and everyone can take a photo and upload it.
Sorry,
Cassandra,
Tanmay.
you can read more about this in detail yourself.
Okay. One
Okay,
question.
Yeah, hi, Tony.
Hey, Aaron, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, Aaron.
Sorry, just to clarify that. So when I was asking about technical requirements, I meant in terms of framing or in terms of, since everyone nowadays is on Instagram
No,
and they
nothing
apply
like
filters,
that.
so then can you upload a
Uh,
picture with a filter, or you can't upload a
Yeah,
picture with a filter? All
yes,
those-
absolutely. That's all fine as long as it does not distort the image.
Yeah, okay.
As in
There's
the
no
real
distort.
subject of the photo should be visible. So
Correct.
if you're uploading a photo of, say, your school, it should still look like your school and it should not look like a totally different kind of building.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, the
nothing in terms
lighting
of
and all,
lighting,
if you add some filters and all that to make,
Precisely, that's what I was asking.
yeah, if you add a filter to make it look like a different time of the day, that does not matter.
That it does not matter.
Yeah, it does not matter.
Okay.
Cassandra, you could check that out in detail for yourself since that's that's a whole topic in itself. So sorry about that, but yeah, if you want to share links, please contact us offline. Unknown has asked a nice question. Once you upload a photo in Commons, how can it be linked to Wikipedia? I'll just demo that before Rico takes over and he gives you some nice photography tips. Give me a second, okay?
Okay. Meanwhile, can I ask Julius a question?
Yes, sure.
Julius, the app, is it the same same password and the same username as the Wikipedia and the Wikimedia Commons account, or is it a new account?
No. Everything is the same. So what they've done now is everything associated with Wikipedia follows one account. So whether you're submitting photographs, you're editing documents, or you're actually working on the code, it's just one account.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So yes, it's one account for all the things. I'll share my screen, okay? Yeah. Present now. So this was a photo uploaded by me. It's of the old municipal market in Vasco. So as you can see, I just clicked it at a very nice vantage point. So yes, what you can do is use this file on a wiki is the option over here which comes. You use this file on a wiki and you just, if you want a thumbnail image, you copy this code. And if you want to use the actual image in its full size, you copy this code and you paste it in the Wikipedia page. And yeah, that's how it is. That's as simple as it is. You just copy this code, paste it in the Wikipedia page on the Wikipedia page, you click edit source and paste it. I can actually show you that also. 1 second. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. To use this file on a wiki, let's copy the thumbnail image. Right click, copy. This is the page of Vasco da Gama. Let's click on edit. And yeah, if you paste it anywhere, let's. And so I pasted it right here. So paste, and I'll click on show preview. It comes here. It is here. The image came extra. I could put it right at the top actually. I'm not going to publish this edit since it's just a test edit, but it will show like this. So yeah, see it came on top over here. So yeah, unknown, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, oh, thank you. Okay then. Rico, are you online? Okay, Rico is having some mic issues. I hear you. Okay, fine, Rico. Rico just needs a minute. Yeah, Rico will just give you a short guide on. So since he has a lot of experience with photography and much more than us, he just wants to talk a little bit about. Yeah, hi, Rico.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Really nice to see an interested young group busy and staying with us for the full hour. I won't take too much time. The techies have done a great job in explaining the technicalities of, uploading the picture. Sometimes they do such a good job that it looks as if it's a tough job. But above all, I think, photography is all about enjoying yourself, being creative, expressing yourself, taking a good picture and sharing it. So don't worry about, every aspect of what they've explained to you. It's all outlined on the net. You will find the way to do it. Even if you're getting stuck at any to help you. So don't worry about the technical side of the points that they've raised. You will not get stuck there. I can assure you with that. The basic question is how to take a good picture. What is a good picture? What are the kind of subjects you need to explore and share on the Wikipedia? Okay, today we have with us people like Louis Godino, who has been my colleague from the 80s, early 80s, and before that he was into photography. He was working in Vasco. Today he's in the UK. Okay, they are much more expert and much.
I think we lost Rico. Must be having a bit of internet issue. Just bear with us for a minute. Okay, in the meanwhile, I've dropped my phone number in the group chat. If anyone is interested in joining our WhatsApp group, please let me know. So we also have a bit of a, simply put, a bit of a hand-holding group. So like, Alia, you can tell a little bit more about that.
Tanmay, Shabel is here. Why don't we ask her to speak and share her experience?
Okay,
Because
Shabel is here. Shabel is here. I don't see.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Joseph is here.
Okay, Joseph, why don't you go?
I think Frederick just came in. But if anybody wants to know, actually, a few days ago, we started a page on Raya. And for people who are interested about the pictures, basically, Sheldon was there that day. And what he did was he clicked a picture on the Spanish flu. And Frederick, a few minutes later, told him to click the picture. And this is just an example of telling you how we share and can link pages, because I saw a question there. And then what I did was I actually put the picture up on the page in Raya, and then few minutes later, Frederick actually aligned the picture the way he wanted. So I can see Frederick is coming, he can take over.
If I can just come back. So before, I'm sorry, I'm having some connectivity issues here. So before I get cut off again, the thing is that how to click a good picture, let's get straight to the point. When we were very young, we used to go to all these photo studios and we used to get up pamphlets from them which give you Kodak tips on how to click a good picture. Today, we can actually find all and actually lined up some pages for you, but unfortunately, since my desktop is not connecting properly, you just look at how to get good images, how to click a good picture, tips to click a good photograph. There are tons of tips which tell you things from how to get the lighting right, to how to focus properly, how to go close enough to the subject, how to make sure there's no distracting background when you're clicking a particular subject, to slightly more complex concepts like using the rule of thirds and positioning your subject properly in the frame, getting the proper focus and things like that. So there are lots of tips on how to do this photograph, and I'm sure you will be able to actually your
Rico, we're losing you again.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Joseph, could you please mute yourself? Joe. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, hi, Rico. Now I think we can hear you.
Okay. So yeah. So you get tips on how.
Okay, we lost Frederick again.
Sorry.
Rico,
sorry.
I think switch off your camera because that is consuming more internet then.
Yes, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, tips on how to good photographs. Look prominent places. The right subjects might be, village landmarks, schools, temples, churches, mosques, anything that is something maybe a nice. As Cassandra asked, there are 4 or 5 or 6 different types of licenses. There are subtle variations in all these licenses. For example, BYSA your photo has to attribute you, and SA means share alike. So you cannot put other restrictions on your license. You cannot put, say, a NC license, non-commercial license, because if you use a NC license, then someone will not. Wikipedia will have different. Because I've got some very interesting examples of Corona. I would wherever I travel, and whenever I click photos, rather than keeping it with me, and one day having my all these photos, I would rather actually prefer to share these photos on the net, so that we can actually make use of it for some good purpose. So
Rico, I think we are losing you again. And anyway, we are 5 minutes beyond time, so we'll end now. So yeah, in summary, what Rico is trying to say is, there are lots of different guides to how to click a good photo, but what matters more is, the passion behind which passion and, your whole own self satisfaction and happiness that, hey, I clicked a photo and it's up on the internet for millions of people to see. Before we wrap up, just wanted to say that Armenia raised a nice point that Wikipedia looks scary now that we know how to upload a photo on Wikimedia. So if you still find Wikipedia scary, we are organizing one more such session tomorrow at the same time. The meeting link, can someone share the meeting link? Give me a second. So tomorrow's meeting link is yeah, I got it. So this is tomorrow's meeting link. Just copy paste it and keep for tomorrow. So same time tomorrow, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. I'll quickly brush through. I'll be doing English Wikipedia only, so bear with me. But yes, the basic principles apply to all languages. So whether it's French Wikipedia, Konkani Wikipedia, the basic principles will be the same of how to edit a Wikipedia page. So I'll quickly cover within 1 hour how to get started with editing a page and what is the kind of information you need or what you need to know before editing and even after editing. Okay, then if anyone has any doubt, you guys can ask.
There's some time for questions.
Yeah.
Suggesting
If
some time
anyone
for
has any questions, doubts, or if you want have any feedback. I think I dropped my phone.
Any doubts about licensing or things like
Cassandra, are you in our
that? Okay,
WhatsApp?
Tanmay, one question for you.
Yeah, hi Riku, tell me.
The first place.
I lost you there, Riku, sorry.
Okay, okay. People might have this question of what's the benefit of sharing photographs in the first place? Why should I share my photos? What is in it for me?
Yeah, I tried to begin with that thousands of people will see your work and they may even build up on your work. So that is why the license that they recommend is the CC by 4.0. So that 4.0 license means that anyone can modify your work and re-upload it. For example, Aaron asked about filters, right? Someone could say take your photo, modify it with some filters, like, and upload it again. So for example, you upload a photo of your school. Someone else could say, hey, the school is not very visible because you took it on a cloudy day. They could try, and they have, if they have the technical skill to change the lighting and all that on your photo, they could do that and upload it again. So that's the beauty of it. That Wikipedia and Wikimedia aren't like a project in which you are a lonely person who's doing it all alone. So we have a whole community of people and thousands and thousands of editors around the world who are going to watch over you and help you at the same time. So yeah, you
So
are
if I could
something
just
bigger
add
than
to
yourself,
if I
is
could
what
just
I
add
would say.
Tanmay, I think Tanmay has done a very good explanation and his full talk, and Julius's and Alia's also was very interesting. But just to add to Tanmay's point, see, the Wikipedia looks at knowledge differently. We are creating knowledge here with the idea of sharing it, making it shareable, without copyrights and restrictions and things like that. So when you share photos, it should be seen as part of this goal to make shareable knowledge. Okay, like for example, when I was creating a page on Calvi, I've never been to Calvi. Calvi is an island just outside Aldona. If some of you might remember it because there was a tragedy in 2012 where 6 or 7 people drowned in a bus that fell in the river. I was surprised that people had already uploaded photographs of Kalmi. So I just had to take the one line as Tanmay showed you and stick it into the Wikipedia page of Kalvi, and hey presto, there are a lot of pictures. Please go and look at the Kalvi page on Wikipedia. So that's the way how shareable knowledge is built. And I'm sure all of you all have a lot to contribute. Don't get stuck with the technical aspects. This is very tough. You know what he explained, I didn't understand. It is easy. Just upload a few pictures and see, get started.
And yes, contact me on WhatsApp and you join our group if you want like more help. So yeah, Charbel and Joe as they were explaining, we kind of walk you through the process also every weekend. So like we started this thing recently in which we try and give a bit of one-to-one attention.
I don't know if I was audible when I introduced Louis Godino, who was a photographer in the 80s in Goa, in Vasco, and all that. Now he's in the UK. He was there with us. I hope he's still there now. And people like him have actually got vast experience and, got photographs going back 40, 50 years. So, it's very nice to have all these people with us. And even if you can share some of your photos, I'm not saying you have to share all, but if you can share some, that would be a huge contribution to Goa and to understanding Goa.
Yes, absolutely. Even if everyone uploads like 2 photos of their own village, then we'll have like we have like 20 people here. So 2 photos of their own village means we have 40 new photos to use. So yeah, that would be amazing for a project like ours for Goa. That would be really amazing. All right, then
See, we were trying to build.
yeah,
Sorry,
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 Riku.
sorry, Tanmay. We
Go
were
ahead,
trying to
Riku. Yeah.
build a list of monuments on the state architectural list, and we found that we don't have photographs for many of these places in Goa. For example, the Jain caves in Bandora. Okay, there are no photos which are shareable. Tomorrow, if a student wants to write a project, if someone wants to create a brochure. How do you get these images? So it's a great way to, if it's within your locality, please go and take it. Some of my friends are interested in forts in Goa. So if we can convert into smaller forts and share some of the images, it would be great. Questions from the questions. Everyone feel free to speak up.
And yeah, if nobody has any questions, I think we can wrap up for the day. We are already 10 minutes beyond time.
Don't worry so much about it.
Oh yeah, people, when we say 4 to 5, let's end 4 to 5. Okay, Joe has something nice to say on the group chat, that he wants to let people know that pages created, information shared by Shabel and himself were widely worked upon by a group, and there is huge help and assistance from the group here. So yeah, you are not alone. We all guide you through the process. So yeah, don't worry about that. Contact me on WhatsApp if you're interested.
Just one small point. There is a way, if you have photos on Flickr, there is a very easy way. You can just stick the URL into the Flickr page, and then you can upload it to the Wikipedia Commons, to the Wikimedia Commons. Your
Yes.
Flickr
So
photo
if
will
you have a
automatically.
Flickr thing also, that is very easy. So yeah, just contact us.
Wikipedia will only take
Otherwise, there's a lot of help available on the
photos.
internet.
Anyone getting stuck anytime, please feel free to. Yeah, we have two Wikipedia groups on WhatsApp in Goa. One is the user group and one is the weekend event. You can contact Tanmay, Alia, or me, or Julius to join.